Okay, um, good morning, guys. Good morning from here. So today I'm gonna be talking about the last video I posted for you guys concerning the daily range, and you saw me talk about good. And right here, last week was very profitable, and I forgot it was even NFP, but at the same time it was profitable. And right here on good, you can see the setup I analyzed, and then this is the outcome for it. These are day trade, and also there are some other pairs right here, and also I shared this with my friends on my contacts. So I was waiting for good right here. You can see the time right there, GMT, and we had the sniper and then a rally to our take profit right there. So I'm going to talk about it today, and also some other pairs that played out. Like I have Euro JPY. I posted Euro JPY on the 7th of January right here before it did play out right here. So I also had other ones right here, and I shared this one on the 27th of January, Chef JPY, GPP JPY, and also Euro JPY. And this is the play out right here. We have Chef playing out, so we get to see if it gets to take profit. GPP JPY gave a sniper on the other block and rally downwards. There's a nice peep. And also we have Euro JPY playing out right here. So this is analysis that is being that was analyzed before it did play out. So it's like you knowing what the algorithm is to do and perfecting your market structure. You know your setup and you wait for it to play out, right? So it's also have to do with patience and stuff like that. So I always recommend you guys to always follow me on my Facebook page because I upload a lot of stuff on my Facebook page. And XAUUSD was looking at this, and I was looking at a liquidity pool right here, and also February and December set stops right here. So also also yeah, you can follow me on LinkedIn right here. I have my LinkedIn right here. So that is it. And also yeah, that is it. So I talked about gold previously. So we go to our chat and look at it right there. And also I talked about Binance. So all right, this was good. So remember when I posted this about gold, and I explained the analysis right here to be drawn to this high, and we hit that high. That was the profit, and I explained this the new range right here for you guys, and also I have my draw to liquidity on previous week high, and then we had it drawn to that high before the current one that we have. So let's go straight to the chart, and we will look at euro. We're looking at gold. So let's go straight to gold, XAUUSD, and it was done on forex.com. So now this is gold, and this is the daily time frame, and you can see how we are drawn to that high I talked about to you guys, and I explained everything. And if you haven't watched it, you can go back to my video on algorithm daily range, right? So I explained everything right here, and I indicate that gold will be drawn to this high and this long-term high, and then this short-term high, and then on the monthly time frame we will get to see be drawn to the relative highs that we have right here. So I explained everything, and I'm not going to explain it again. So let's go down to the chart and we'll get to talk about it. So we go to another broker, leaving that one as a reference. So right here you can see the labeling right there and what I marked out. So February trade into a fair value gap, taking out January low, and March upon did it hunt to that low, and we have to see drawn to that high because of what the overall trend is bullish, right? Gold is massively bullish. There's no sell shift. There's no shift in market structure on gold, and also it's been ranging all this while. So imagine how many months it's been ranging, and this is the 3 months time frame. Now imagine how many months it's been ranging right here, or we say years is be ranging. So let's go to 12 months, and we see it range for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. For 3 years, gold has been ranging, and it has been impulsively bullish, right? So right here we can see that we had a hunt, and it traded into a fair value gap right there, balance the gap, and we're now rally, and we're targeting that long-term high. So that's by the way. We now go back to our 4-hour time frame, and I will explain everything that I saw to execute that trade last week. So first of all, the 1850 level I talked about, this level right here, You can see that right here. You can see that we hit it right there that I talked about last 2 weeks, and then we'll come about last week. So on the daily time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, I marked this area of demand right here because we had a stop hunt, right? So after that stop hunt, we had a change in character and then a structural break right here, right? And I know most of you will be looking at this area. The other block has a valid area, but for me it is not a valid area as long as my setup is not printed right here, right? Now you can enter the sell, but you can take your profit at the area of demand, so it is a valid order block but not for a long-term bearish shift. All right, so you can execute a sell right there and you take your profit on this demand. So price got to the demand and it rallied to where my point of interest. So now right here I mapped the 4-hour demand zone, and then we wait for a confirmation. So price traded into the 4-hour order block, which is the 3-hour order block. So because we respond for the stop hunt, right? Now we wait to see a confirmation on that area right here. So now the reason I entered this market was because of what's it called, the New York session, right? So I had price tapped into the 4-hour order block, and we had the stop hunt right here, and then we have a structural break right here. So we have a structural character that is like a confirmation entry to enter the market, and then I have this other block right here on my 1 hour, but that's not yet clear, so I have to keep running down to lower time frame, right? So we are now on the 30 minutes, and right here we have a clean setup but not a confirmation yet. All right, so this is the area of demand right here, the last candle before we have an impulsive move. So 15 minutes right there, and then we have 5 minutes right here. So what I saw was only 5 minutes because I need to do what intertrade, or I say scalping. So this area was my last candle before the impulsive move up. So that is the area I'm looking at to buy gold. And right here we had a what is it called, change of character. We have a break of market structure, and we have a stop hunt right here, right? And if you notice, I also marked Wyckoff on gold. I also marked Wyckoff on gold. So the reason I marked on Wyckoff because I noticed it is at the area of demand, and at the same time it's at the area of demand, we had the accumulation occurring at the area of demand. So you can see me mark the we have an extra confluence, we have automatic rally, we have a stop hunt, and we have PSY, we have ST, and we have spring, the stop hunt, and we have a change of character and a break of market structure, all these seen on 5 minutes time frame, and that's what we have right here. So that, by the way, the interesting part is that it did occur at London session, and it took out the Asian range, right? So you can activate this indicator right here, Asian range by Nico 948, and we're going to set this so that we can increase the opacity of that Asian range color. And right here we have the Asian range, right? And we moved out of Asian and entered into the London session, right? Now during the London session we have the impulsive rally that break structure taking out the Asian high, and then we have a break on market structure right here. So we have three structural break. We have the change of character, we have the break of structure, and we have another break of market structure. And I marked my stop hunt, indicating that we had a stop hunt on this low, right? And then it was used as a support and rallied upwards. Now we have this area of demand printed for us right here, and we have an entry right here and the stop loss at this low, because this is a base, all right? Base, a rally base rally, right? So is an area of demand, rally base rally. So you can mark this whole of it, but then this one is the last candle that will responsible for that impulsive move. Now beside that, the next thing I did was to conduct liquidity assessment, and that is what I did right here. So we are like, all right, we are in New York, New York gave us we are in London, London gave us liquidity assessment, and we enter New York. So that means New York is to take liquidity and be traded into the other block that was left behind on London. So that was what I mapped out right there on right here. We have liquidity assessment, and also you can put on this indicator, London New York session, right there, and you can have your settings. We have the London, and we give it this color right there, and then we move to New York. We give it this color right here, increase the opacity, and that is it. So right here, you can see right here, we trade out of the Asian. London opened. We have a rally, breaking structure, leaving impulsive move and creating liquidity. And we have an overlapping of the London and New York session. So that was when, when we have an overlap of two sessions, that is when we have volume in the market and we have impulsive move in the market, right? So price overlapped and we see traded lower. Tap our demand after taking liquidity, and we had the sniper and we see how impulsively trade higher. And remember, my take profit was this buy stop resting at this high right here, and it was previous day high, right? Previous session high. So it tapped and rally, and now we have the New York close. We have the New York close, and before we enter the Eastern session, and then rally to previous week high, which is the long-term target I was looking at, and then we get to see drawn to previous move high and stuff like that. So this one right here, the setup is not clean right here, but that's fine. It's cool. So that's, by the way, we're focused right here, and that was how I did analysis. And then I get to have an extra confluence, so I marked area where I'm having significant support resistance, and that is it right here. Alright, so I have my significant support resistance. So other block is valid if it is an area of significant support and resistance. So right here, you can see it tapped the significant support resistance. There was a sniper, and also the other block was there also. So is an extra confluence that I had also. So if you check it right there, I marked it out, significant support resistance. So price. So the reason I do this is to have, like, to give myself the courage. It helps me deal with psychology, okay? So always have to see a confluence of some of my setups, all right? And also I can also have an extra confluence, which is right here. We have this structural break and this structural break, right? So most of you guys will see this as a break of structure, and let me take this one off. So we see that as a break of structure, and you are now looking at this area has an area of supply to sell from, right? Now let's take this area. So now price get to the area of supply, right? So it's sold for a while, respecting your entry, then it traded backwards to that same area of supply before it takes you out. So also I have for me, those that trade KML, you mark this right here as your KML to say, like, a confirmation that you have KML and the supply right there. So price came to that area, and you can see how it used this area, right, before it created this last candle right here. Now you can see how it used that area as an area of significant support resistance also before right higher. So now what we are having right here is QMTR. All right, so center, we got that to the left. So it's an extra confluence because this supply is violated. Now why is this supply violated? Why is this other block violated? If there is an effect, then that means there is a cause to that effect. All right, now what's the cause of this other block being violated? We have this demand violating that other block. So we are having a supply to demand flip and an extra confirmation of KLTR right there. All right, so we have, most of you, we say it's change character, and then you have a break of structure, and you are waiting to sell from that area. You can even see that clear. I think we'll get to see that clearly on the 3 minutes time frame. So right here we have it right here on the 3 minutes time frame, and you can see your other block right here clean and clear on the 3 minutes, and right here we have our KML right there, which becomes QMTR right there. So also you have your supply right here. Now we have a supply to demand flip, so that is like an extra confirmation to QMTR, and also you still have an extra confirmation of significant support and resistance right there. So price trade into the other block, the violator supply, that's in confluence with QMTR and the confluence with significant support resistance. So price tab significant support resistance, which is the other block, and we have that impulsive rally after taking our liquidity, which is our liquidity assessment. So price tab rally, and we hit take profit. So that is it. I hope that this makes sense and you get to understand and learn a lot from my channel. You know your daily range, you know your structure, you know your smart money setup, and then most SNC traders don't know about this and they don't trade stuff like that. But I trade it because it is what I use for what? Confirmation and confluence. So yeah, we talked about BNB previously, and then we get to look about BNB, and we get to see how BNB smart take profits. So BNB USDT, so BNB USDT, BNB USDT. All right, no, BNB USDT, BNB USDT. Sorry for that mistake. All right, so we hit on Binance, and we go over to the 1 hour time frame where I had my entry, and we look at it right here. Right here. So what happened? I don't actually know what happened right here. All right, so this is it right here. We have a tab. I've explained this before. So we had the entry, we have the confirmation, we have our draw to liquidity, price marked that one, and we have our long-term target, which is this one. Price marked it, and I explained it from the monthly time frame. So you can go back to the daily range, watch the video, and then you understand it a lot. So right here you can see I indicate that we have to take out this low, and the long-term target is this low, and this is stop, and we have imbalance right here. So that is it for today, and I just want to give you guys a brief update pairs I shared previously on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe, like, and drop your thoughts, drop a comment, and follow me on my Facebook page right here. And then also I'm dropping my LinkedIn link, so I will allow you guys to connect with me, and we have to build a network and a circle on LinkedIn. And also mentorship is available, so you can hit me on my Facebook page. You can message me right there on my Facebook page, and yeah, join my LinkedIn, follow me on Facebook page, and also subscribe to my YouTube, like, you comment, and if you feel like sharing with your friends so that they can learn from the educational content that I drop both on Facebook right here and also on YouTube, that would be nice, and I will appreciate that. So I hope you guys, thanks a lot. So see you guys next time. Bye.